So what I'm trying to say here is uh, we need to be able to differentiate between linear and quadratic equation. So from what we have done before, linear equation is y equals mx plus c. Okay, and so we need to ask them, let them be able to recall this. If they cannot recall it, you try to remind them. Then at the same time, you need to also ask them to state the general formula for a quadratic equation, and that is y equals as squared plus bx plus c. So sometimes our y could be equal to 0 here. So then let them be aware that a here can never be equal to 0. When a equals to 0, it's the same thing as what we have in this linear equation. So this is linear equation and this is a quadratic equation. So when a equals to 0 here, we also produce what we mean by a linear equation. You can see it will just be y equals bx plus c. So that is just one of the differences that you need to allow them, make them to be able to spot out. Another difference is that in linear equation, when you graph it, when you sketch it, it's going to produce just a straight line. It's just a straight line of this nature. It could be this, sometimes it could be this. So it is just a straight line. But in the case of a quadratic equation, it will always be parabolic in nature. We call it parabolic. Sometimes we say it is a U-like shape, something of this nature. It could also be like this. So we can have it in any of these forms. It depends on the way we have it. Sometimes it can also be like this or like this. But in most cases, the quadratic equation we deal with is usually of these first two forms. So that is what you can see as the difference between linear equation and quadratic equation. So before now, they have been dealing with linear equation, and then you need to let them know that they now want to move to a quadratic equation. So this is just a straight line, and this is now a curve. We are moving to curve. It's not all the time that our problems will be linear, straightforward. Sometimes even in life, you look as if it is complicated, but it is not. So that is just one of those things that you need to know to motivate them to learning quadratic equation. So as well, let them give examples. Let them give examples so that they will be able to identify which one is linear, which one is quadratic. So motivate them to give examples, different examples we can have. So just make sure that they are able to give different ones for quadratic equation and linear equation.